Do you raise turkeys or are thinking about raising turkeys, but you're wondering what you'll do with all of the meat that they make? If you raise broad-breasted turkeys, they can get very big. And you might be thinking you'll be one of those movies where they're having turkey on Thanksgiving and then turkey sandwiches and turkey soup and turkey everything for 2 weeks. But there is nothing as delicious as a homegrown turkey that you have raised yourself for Thanksgiving. So I want to encourage you to definitely raise your turkeys for that. But I want to show you some of the other things you can do with turkeys if you raise them. Check out this stash of all of our things that we make from turkeys. We always raise anywhere between about 5 and maybe 9 turkeys so that we have extras in case something happens to them or just extras we might sell. But we also like to use turkeys for a lot of different things. We eat a lot of turkey, but it's not all just whole Thanksgiving turkeys. This is ground turkey. And if you have a freezer and you have a meat grinder, we use a lem grinder that was not super expensive and it does the job great for us. You can grind your own turkey meat. We use this all throughout the year in any recipe that you might use ground beef for. You just need to add some fat to it. I just add a little bit of oil when I cook it. But it stays really well in these Ziploc bags if you freeze it flat. And I use 1-pound packages. We usually will butcher our broad-breasted turkeys when they're around, say, 15, 16 pounds, all the way up to maybe 23 pounds. And we'll get anywhere from probably 6 to 10 pounds of ground meat, I would say, off of that. Another thing we like to do is take the breast meat off of the turkey and maybe not grind it all, but I will divide it up into vacuum sealed packages. And then we will have throughout the year a nice crock pot meal with that turkey breast. I just cook it for a few hours with a little broth and it's delicious to eat, and you don't end up with a week's worth of leftovers that way. Another thing I like to do, if you're grinding meat or cutting the turkey into pieces, you're going to have leftover bones that will still have meat on them. And I like to make my turkey broth. That's turkey broth in the middle, and I use that throughout the year to use in rice or just recipes or soup. It's delicious to have around. And when you do that, you're going to have some leftover cooked meat, which I'll freeze. And then I can use that in casseroles or soups or whatever I want to use it for. Speaking of soup, I made a batch of turkey soup like I would make chicken noodle, but instead it's turkey made the same way. It's all canned and ready to go. Just add noodles to it. What an awesome, convenient food. Especially if you are trying to live debt-free and trying to stay out of restaurants, by the way. And finally, you can also can turkey. That's some canned turkey right there. And I believe I did the raw pack method, but I'm not sure. It's very important to consult like the Ball canning book or something to where you know that you're canning it safely. And all these recipes require a pressure canner. So I would hope that you have one of those. It's a great investment, especially if you're trying to live a little more self-sufficient and garden and use the things that you're growing and raising. So I hope this encourages you to maybe raise turkeys or raise maybe an extra 1 or 2 so that you can really get a lot of food out of that. It's just one more step to make yourself a little more self-sufficient. Thanks for watching.